So this is low-key one of the most delusional things the Trump administration has ever done, and they've done many delusional things. So Trump was at the UN, and he seemed to be like super high on Xanax or something. But he did this event here, and you're about to see he's going to pretend like the regime change effort in Venezuela worked.
Let me also recognize two leaders from the government of Venezuela's legitimate interim government. Presidential Commissioner for Foreign Affairs, Julio Borges. Where's Julio? Julio, please stand up, Julio. Great. Thank you very much. Thank you. And Venezuela's ambassador to the United States, Carlos Vecchio. Where's Carlos? Thank you, Carlos. Please. That's very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, this would be like if there was some international gathering and Venezuela had some sort of event where they're recognizing Hillary as the president of the United States. That's what this is like. They're just playing make-believe here. This is the legitimate interim government in Venezuela. We got the representatives from that totally real and totally legitimate government, and we're going to have this event here with them. But that's not true. Maduro is still in power. Now, you might not like that, but he is. You're just going to act? You're just going to pretend here? Like, what are you doing? They set this up and, like, just acted like everything was normal. And what's crazy is, so I got this video from The Hill. They tweeted it out. Why are you tweeting this out? Why are you feeding into these delusions? Why are you acting like they're doing something serious? This is just like a whole, like, mock event where they're pretending. Like, so we all agree that the regime change we did illegally in Venezuela worked, right? Right? Oh, yeah, totally, it worked. Anyway, so here's some representatives from the totally legitimate and totally real Venezuelan government run by Juan Guaido. It's just amazing, man. And the thing is, I don't know, I guess stuff has been happening like this for a long time, but I follow this stuff so closely now, so obviously when I see something like this, I think it's insane. But I feel like if somebody had just stumbled across this video in the tweet on The Hill, they might watch it and they don't know the details of Venezuela, and they think like, oh, this is serious. He's talking to the government of Venezuela, but he's not. That's not the government of Venezuela. It's people they're pretending are the government of Venezuela. We got some nerve, man. We really do. Just so everybody knows, we've recently been seizing shipments of food that go into Venezuela. Now, at the same time, we're going around screaming out of one side of our mouth, we're saying, Maduro's terrible. He's starving the country. Starving it. Bad man. Starving it. And then we're seizing shipments of food going into Venezuela. But if you cared about them starving, why wouldn't you let the food go? It's almost like they don't really care about the people. It's almost like they don't, and they just want to change the government because they want... By the way, John Bolton admitted it. It's not me speaking, it's him. He went on Fox Business Network, and he said it out loud. He said the quiet part loud. He's like, there's a lot of oil over there, and it would be wonderful if we got our hands on some of that. Oh, what? What? You're admitting it. You're just saying it. You're supposed to hide it. This is what it's all about. We don't... Do they really care? Maduro's so bad. We support dictators all around the world. It just so happens the one who we want to throw out happens to be not an ally of ours. Like, not an ally of ours, not beholden to corporate interest. I'm not saying he's good, by the way, just for the record here. But that's why we're targeting him. Plenty of dictators who we support actively. So I'm so sick of everything's pretend. They cloak everything in, like, the language of human rights. If you cared about human rights, we would have never launched a torture program. We would have never illegally and offensively invaded a country that didn't attack us. We would have not stopped the shipment of food from getting into Venezuela. We would not be sanctioning medicine going into Iran right this second, which we are doing. Again, I'm just trying to... You need to think about this. Just change the players for a second. Some other international gathering where some other country invites Hillary Clinton and Neera Tanden and some of them, and they talk like And this is the interim government in the United States. Let's stand up. Ambassador to the UN, Neera Tanden, please stand. Yeah, oh, wonderful. Here's Neera, everybody. Isn't that nice? That's wonderful. We'd all be looking at that like, what are you doing? But they're doing it. Nobody cares. Nobody's even talking. I'm the only one talking about it. It's just me. These guys are ghouls, dude. They are such ghouls.